All right, we're in chapter 11, working on exercise 1, the center support. Um, there are two ways that we can actually model this, and I'm going to demonstrate both ways. Of course, the first way, if we sketch on the front view, bring this up, you notice we can basically just sit here and say, all right, well, we've got center point circle going off of our origin point here. And we know that this is a 16-inch diameter going on the way out here. Let's go ahead and select that. Then we also have the 9-inch diameter point as well. And we've got a center hole that goes through there at that is a 4-inch diameter as well. So we'll place that at 4 inches. Now we know that on the underside here, there's also another hole that's about 6 inches, but we're going to kind of start this at the moment. Well, we can go ahead, we will actually go ahead and draw that one in as well so that we can, so let's go ahead with this, right click, that one will be 6 inches there, and we've got the overall parts that we need. All right, so let's go ahead and extrude this. Now I'm going to come back into my isometric here. So, and you're going to have to kind of think about what we're talking about here and which of these dimensions. We know that this is going to be extruded. I'm going to extrude this going back into the part, and we also know that the inside portion here, so will also be extruded out. All right, so let's go ahead and that is a dimensional 1. That's good. So we'll go ahead and click there. Now, again, the sketch was consumed. So I'm going to poke this in the eyeball to get the sketch back. I'm getting some, having some issues kind of seeing the differences between my planes. So we'll just shut those off right now so I don't get those confused. And as you know, now we're going to basically bring this surface and this surface, or predominantly this surface, out as well. If we do this one, it will close off. So we're going to kind of hold off on that one for right now. So let's kind of extrude this. So, and we want this to be extruded, and you kind of have to do a little bit of math. All right, we see that that's going to be extruded by 4 inches. So let's go ahead and change that to 4, coming out this way. And that looks pretty good. So now we'll go back now, and we have one more. We will need to create a sketch on this plane, and in this case the sketch we're basically going to be using is from here to there to kind of join these two together. So if you just go and create another circle from here, and that was the 4-inch dimension. So that places that into this. Notice this is a construction line. We don't want that to be construction line. So let's highlight that and uncheck construction. So now at this point, we should be able to extrude that. So click back, hit extrude. In this case, let's go back to the isometric. The surface we're going to be adding will be here. Now notice it doesn't like this, so because it wants to have another circle here to kind of on that sketch, and it's only seeing the one skirt. So let's go back, edit this sketch. So, and we of course have to create another sketch as well. Now in this case that's the 6-inch. So kind of place this 6 inches. So now we should be able to extrude. So we're going to extrude that. We'll extrude this back, and we see that that is 1 inch as well. So, and that is finished in just by extruding these different diameters. Let's go back here. We're going to have to create another sketch on this plane. So you could do it on the back plane as well, wouldn't necessarily matter. In this case, we're going to create a point. So we're going to create that point right here at the top. So, and we're going to give that a dimensional constraint of 6. So, because it is on a 12-inch diameter bolt circle, so we're going to say that is at 6. So, and at this point, so I'm going to just have that as my sketch, because in this case I want to put a hole there. So let's go ahead, we're going to put the hole right there. We'll take a look. This is just a standard simple hole, so it is a drilled hole that is 2 inches. So we'll go ahead and put a 2-inch drilled hole, and so drill size will be a 2-inch drill size. Notice it does not like holes larger than what is given with the standard hole sizes, but we're going to keep that there. So it is going through all. So there's our actual hole, and now we can basically take and we're going to create a circular pattern. So we're going to put that hole, the axis of the pattern is right there, 360 degrees, 4-inch, equally spaced. So, and there is our hole pattern. Now, notice it did not give us and did not go through everything just like we wanted it to. So let's go back and take a second look. So let's go back to the circular pattern tool here and take a look. So what we are basically going to create a new pattern. So let's take a look at what we need to part pattern, a feature pattern, or a face pattern. In this case, it's a feature pattern, and we want this hole so to be the pattern. So, and next to the axis is right here. So 360 degrees. So the axis pattern is here. The feature to pattern is that hole. There you go. All done. All right, so now that we have that done, let's come right down here to our checkbox. We're going to add and create a drawing here with this. Notice this is going to be a size OnShape. We have the choice of B or A. We're just going to select the A size ANSI. We'll go ahead and click OK with no views. We're going to put these views in. So this is our part. So our front view is going to be here. So notice how it's coming in with the view scale. So let's go ahead and change this view scale right now. Let's make this, see if we can get a 1:4. So here, we'll place this right here. So that's the front view. We come right over here, and there is our side view. Now, we haven't dimensioned this, but notice how it's given us some features already. So let's highlight over here, right click. So we're going to click on this, or sorry, I'm still in that tool, so I got to exit out of that tool. Right click, let's go ahead and say show hidden lines. So that way we see everything that it's supposed to be. But we are indeed, in reality, we are going to be creating a section view. So what we call a section view here. So now, notice there are different types of section views. So a line section view, broken out section view, detailed view, break view, crop view. Right now we're going to start with a section view. and the section view that we're going to take. So we're going to kind of go from here down to here, and we're going to place it over here. Now I want you to see the difference. Place that view, and both of those views are now in line, and you can see what the difference would look like here between our section view and our this is what's considered a full section view because it's cutting the piece in half here as we do this, and our actual full orthographic drawing showing the hidden lines here as well. So that gives you an idea. So get that part taken care of. We'll come back in. We'll fill in some more detail and stuff down here in the title block. We'll add some dimensions so that you can be aware of it. But this is how we would create these types of drawings here in OnShape.